Sophia.
Alanna.
Welcome back to the Sassy Classy Podcast. Woo! Episode 6, baby. Let's get it.
We're here with none other than DJ Cel.
DJ Cel.
You know what it is.
In the flesh, in the flesh. He's in the studio today.
I know him as Marcel, but most people nowadays know him as Cel.
True. I even know
Guess you can say that.
What's the Marcel?
I would never call you Cel.
No, no, me neither. Since we've known each other since
kindergarten.
Literally. So
Love that.
day ones.
Literal day one.
When did you switch over to Cel?
I'm not gonna lie, I've been Cel since 7th grade.
But like, all right, but like,
because Jalen's dad used to call me Cel. He used to be my basketball coach.
Oh.
And whenever I did something wrong, he'd be like, "Come on, Cel.
I didn't know that he.
Come on, Cel. Get it
Kind
together."
of rolls off your tongue though.
Not gonna lie, in 6th grade they used to call me Mar, which I hated.
Oh no,
That's
bad.
You called him Mar?
I don't like that.
Oh,
Everybody
other people
used to call me Mar.
I don't like
And
that.
the 7th grade is switched to Cel, and I'm like, I could rock with that.
Yeah. DJ
So that's
Cel.
how you came up with the name.
Yeah.
Word.
I
Sounds
don't
way
want to
better.
have like DJ Hyperspin, like.
Yeah. DJ. I don't know.
It flows.
Not
For sure.
So you're thriving in your DJ era right now and
like that.
taking after your dad.
Yes.
Oh shit!
And-
I don't even know that.
Mm-hmm.
Go off.
Vision as Edge Symphony Music.
Don't butcher it.
Wait.
Vision Edge Symphony Music.
So he's
Yeah.
been DJing for how long?
My dad?
Yeah.
Since he was in high school. So that's like
Oh.
a little over 30 years.
Holy crap.
But he never really
OG.
did clubs. He always did weddings, bar mitzvahs, school
Oh, like
events.
Private
all that
events
kind of
type
Mhm.
shit. Cool.
Yep.
So what sparked you to even want to start DJing out of nowhere? Like you have a successful finance career. What made you want to
Finance.
do the fun stuff? Yeah.
Sorry. Blue
Finance.
eyes. 6'5".
Oh,
I'm looking for a man in finance with trust fund. 6'5", blue eyes.
You
my
know,
goodness.
whatever.
Sorry,
I hate when I get
sorry.
called finance, bro. Because I don't fit in with
You're
the
not a
finance,
finance
bro.
No,
bro.
that as.
But I
But
mean,
good for
when I
you.
graduated college, I always knew I wanted to do something on the side that wasn't just finance. Because that's sitting at a desk,
No, yeah, I know.
Excel,
Mm-hmm.
5 days a week, 9
Story
to
of my
5.
I know.
life.
That's not
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I wanted something more creative.
Right.
So actually, I didn't want to DJ at all.
Mm.
I wanted to start my own basketball training program.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, and I think you helped me with the logo.
I had started.
Yeah, something like that. But it was like around that same time that my dad got double booked for a day, and he's like, "Yo, like, I'll teach you the basics of DJing. Can you just do this grad party for me?"
No
It was like a
way.
Ludlow High School grad party,
Oh my gosh.
and I'm like, "Nah." I'm like,
Absolutely
I'm not trying
not.
to do that. And
yeah.
and he goes, "Well, it pays this much," and I'm like,
Not bad.
No way.
I swear. And then I did it. He taught me this was probably like 2 weeks before the event. He taught me like the basics.
Mm.
He was like, create your own like playlist, whatever you think they're gonna like. I did it, did the event. I loved it. The people loved it. And I'm like, you could do just this and you get paid for this? Like, sign me
Damn.
up.
Oh,
So
I'm
then
so.
that's when I started. And then I told him I liked it. He gave me like 2 more private events. And then I hit up Peter G, DJ on a bike from the
Shout out.
C grade.
My biggest hype man, I swear.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
And I'm like, do you mind if I grab a night at the C grape? I'm like, I'm Marvin's son. He knew my dad. And he's like, if you're Marvin's son, you're good. So then I did that, and they liked it. The bartenders, the bouncers, because it was different than the music that is usually played at that club. Like I play a little bit of everything. So they liked it, and then Peter G said, "Yo, run it back." Did it again. Then next thing you know, the second time I did it, a lot of people posted me on their story. And then that's when like some New Haven promoters started reaching out,
That's
and
good.
No.
then it just kind of took off like super fast.
Dude, it really did take off fast. I was like, what?
I haven't
good
even
for-
been doing it for 2 years yet.
Right.
I was gonna say, wasn't that 2022?
That was 2022 in August.
Damn.
hmm
Yeah, the New Haven takeover.
Peter?
New Haven takeover.
Yo, dead ass.
No, literally.
I mean, I've been with you when you've fucking DJ'd a couple
Yeah.
times in New Haven. He's pretty good.
Pretty.
Nah, sorry. That just came off my tongue. Like, it's just there. But you're fucking
supposed to gas up
phenomenal.
your guests,
You're
man.
phenomenal.
Appreciate
No,
that.
dead ass though.
Yeah.
I'm not like pretty just ran off my tongue. My bad. But
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
DJ Peter, because I've told you too. Like I've always wanted to like DJ or whatever.
Oh.
But like
I didn't know
yeah.
that.
But he like wants me to go to C Grape.
You want to do what?
He wants me to
Oh,
go
the
to C
grape?
Grape and hop up on the DJ. And I'm like,
I could imagine it.
I know, but like really though. I don't
It's
know.
not a bad place to start.
I know, I mean,
it
that's
gets
where
you
you-
a feel for like a different kind of crowd.
I just don't even know anything about it. It's the thing, but I don't know.
All right, so now we know how you started.
Yeah.
So what's your advice to people that want to start like a new venture like that? Like what, I know you said like it was because of your dad and that kind of worked out perfectly, but what would you say in your own terms? Like how would someone just start doing that?
Yeah, so my dad just made me a DJ, basically. Like he just got me started. Like he got my foot in the door to DJ overall, but it was all me getting like contacting my parents. If it was up to my parents, I wouldn't even do nightlife. I do all weddings and grad parties. And nightlife is crazy.
I know.
So
holy shit.
It's all networking. At the end of the day, it's just business. It's a nightlife business, so it's very cutthroat. Like everybody doesn't want you to be better than them, basically. But there are a good amount of people that are about the community of DJing, and once you have like, I guess, enough staying in the game, you're basically good every weekend. So what happened with me is, like I said, Peter G brought me in, and then people saw me on their story. So you have to have a good event. Like you have to, people have to be dancing at your event. You can't just be playing stuff for yourself and not catering to the crowd.
You have to like, oh, okay.
What were you about to say?
I was like, you have to read the crowd kind of.
You have to read the crowd. I swear on everything. Like you could do the scratching and like nobody cares about scratching in the club. Like, when you're in the club, they care about your music selection, that you're interacting with the crowd, but not being annoying on the mic. Because if you're OD on the mic and doing this, that, and the third, everybody's gonna be like, yo, shut up. Like, what are you saying? So I feel like once you learn how to cater to all different types of crowds and, you know, get in where you fit in kind of thing, you just worry about making connections with DJs that already have, you know, residency at a certain spot, or they work with certain promoters or whatever. And then it all kind of unwinds from
Do you have a residency at a spot?
No, and I never will.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to tie myself down to one spot. That just gets boring.
True.
So I will, matter of fact, though, like, spend certain times at a spot, but I'll never lock in, like, a contract, like, I'm trying to build this spot forever.
Right.
So somewhere like Noah in the summer.
Right.
I did it probably like 4 or 5 weeks straight, and we had it booming. Like every single Friday, it was like flooded. Then some stuff went down.
Say it. We can cut it.
So basically,
Do we have to cut it?
we don't have to cut it.
Okay.
So basically, there was like, it was the most annoying dude probably in New Haven, and it's New Haven, so that says a lot. So basically, it's the most annoying dude in New Haven. He keeps coming up to me like, yo, can you play this song? Can you play this song? Mind you, it's like the worst, like songs you've never heard of. Like stuff that he has probably on his SoundCloud or something.
I was gonna say SoundCloud.
He's probably like a 40-year-old Spanish guy, drunk as hell. He's like, yo, can you play this song? I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna play that, bro. Like a lot of the
At
times,
least you're honest, because some DJs are like, and they never play.
I'm not gonna lie, but he was pissing me off, so I was straight up. A lot of times I'm like, I'll see if I could get to it later on.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna get to it.
Because like you have to go outside of it and like add it and like whatever, and it's like, dude, I got the flow going. Like, be so for real.
It's my job to cater to the crowd. Like,
exactly.
If I'm doing a private event, that's different because you hired me to do your event.
Yeah.
But at the club or the promoter hired me to cater to the audience in front of me.
Way different.
So anyways, he's like, yo, I'll give you $5 if you play this song. I'm like,
what do you need $5
I'm
for?
like, at this point, you're insulting me. I'm like, yo, you're insulting me. He's like, yo, don't worry, I get money. I'm like, you're talking about $5. Like, this isn't nothing special that we're talking about here.
No.
So anyways, he's doing all this for like hours, and I'm a very laid back person. Like, I don't instigate nothing. I don't whatever.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, he's fighting the security guards in the middle of the club. There's a big video on it. You probably shouldn't put it on, but there's. Bro, he gets knocked out by security, gets up, gets knocked out again, goes outside the club, and is chasing security around with his hand behind his back like he has
No.
Yeah.
No.
He had a gun.
And he didn't have it.
Oh.
And that clip went viral.
Oh, crap. We have to find that.
That was something else.
Okay.
Well, regardless of these crazy people that you obviously are going to encounter working nightlife, how does it feel to have it transpire all the way to thousands of people at your events? Like, how that must feel crazy to go from like...
Yeah, it's definitely crazy. It's a huge adrenaline boost.
Yeah.
I think I don't tend to get all that nervous. I think I got nervous when I did the Tekka concert, and I got nervous when I did the Webster in Hartford, which is like a big like hall. But when I'm just doing the club, there's no real nerves for it. You know what I mean? What was your question?
This motherfucker's like,
I was saying like
you
went
big
from
events.
You went from doing small events to huge events. Like that must feel rewarding to you. Like what is
Yeah,
that?
it's definitely rewarding. But like the thing about it is, I don't credit myself for getting these large events. Like I credit building a network around me. So like the two biggest events I've done was that Lil Tecca concert and that Webster Hall concert. And shout out Dave Zombie. He's the one that brought me to both of those. And he put me in that position to do both of those. And then
who is he? Is he a promoter?
He's a jack of all. He does everything. He's written songs for Rihanna.
Okay, so
he's
like
also a promoter.
He's
also like he's on tour with Chris Webby all the time. So he just does a million things.
Okay, gotcha.
Nobody could pin what he actually did an interview and they're like, "What do you do?" And he's like
everything.
There's you can't pinpoint anything. But even like doing stuff like Rumage, which is like a huge club, and I know that there's certain ifs and buts about it, but like it's still such a big show.
Yeah. And mad people always go there.
And it's a very fun time to play because the energy in that crowd is so electric. But one thing Dave actually said to me, he was like, the reason that he started bringing me to these big events is because he saw me do big events like Rumage, like Vanity or whatever, like those kind of spots. And then he saw me do smaller stuff like Vibes on Orange or like smaller little click spots. And he's like, you have the same energy in both spots. You don't be like, oh, damn, like it's just, off night.
It's smaller, like I'm not going to bring the energy. Like,
so
whatever.
I'm still bringing my full, because at the end of the day, whoever's there is there to have a good time.
Yeah.
So you can just cater to whoever's in front of you, whether they're white, black, Spanish, Indian, whatever. You're playing what they want to hear. And it doesn't matter if there's freaking 5,000 of them or 20 of them. Like, as long as they're dancing, you're doing your job.
That's the job. That's the whole job right there.
Well, that's amazing because I feel like I've been personally to like, all different size events, same DJs. Like they like are so like, no offense, but like they don't bring the energy all the time. And then it's like people leave.
Well, because it gets redundant. So like people that do stuff like residencies and they're at the same spot every single week catering to the same crowd. First of all, you're not challenging yourself at all. So you're not getting better at anything.
Right.
But then second of all, it's like you're over it. Like I get over doing the same spot twice in a month and I'm like, I'm already back here kind of thing. Like I'd rather do all different kinds of stuff.
Right.
And there's a lot in Connecticut.
Good that
Connecticut nightlife is kind of slept on. It's low key. Keep it low.
It's pretty good.
I gotta say. But what places have you not DJ'd at that you want to DJ at, like Connecticut, if there are any?
Well, I want to do Shrine. I have a Shrine
Let
date.
me know.
I have a Shrine date in September. I'm gonna be DJing with DJ Crib, most likely.
Oh, I love him.
I don't have the date locked in yet, but he said he's bringing me on with him. Weren't you there when we went there for my birthday?
Oh yeah, if that's where we were.
And then on the whole other side, I want to do Tequila Escape in Stanford. I love that spot for some reason.
What is it?
It's called Tequila Escape. It's like in Harbor Point.
Oh, that's gotta be nice.
That's a place I gotta go to. I've never been.
I never heard of that.
I'm not a Stanford fan
though.
I want to go.
It's nice. They got the CO2. It's like a huge it's like a show damn near every Saturday.
Really?
It's like a whole show.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cool.
Tequila.
They get really good DJs.
I love Harbor Point.
I probably sound like a crackhead right now because I lost my voice on Friday.
Well, my
Did
voice
you?
is gone too.
It's because
and mine's here.
I don't know how to not scream at the club.
Yeah.
But it's at the point now I'm losing my voice damn near every week.
But that's how
do you drink tea?
How do your ears like?
I don't drink tea.
Sorry, me coming in quick. Do you drink tea? Drink fucking tea.
I just want to know like how do your ears recover? Like that is so freaking loud 24/7. Like that's amazing. That's insane.
You just ring for a little bit and then
you
you're
ring
good.
for like sometimes maybe overnight and then you wake up and you're good.
So on average, how many nights are you DJing a week? Like you work a 9 to 5 and you are doing that.
So I was doing 3 and then I was like, I'm not doing this no more because I was DJing.
That's
I was
crazy.
DJing till 1 a.m. on Thursday night in like New Haven or like Derby or something like that.
That's crazy.
And then have to wake up for my 9 to 5 in the morning. I'm like, yeah. And then I'm dragging all Friday.
Yeah.
Never underperformed though.
Yeah.
No.
We got our Excel sheets in.
Fuck yeah. I do that shit hungover. I'm like, he's DJing, I'm there. And I'm leaving later than him. Anyway, we still get shit done.
So what would you say is like an example of like a hardship or a hurdle you went through to get to as successful as you are today?
Yeah, so it's not DJ related. I feel like the hardest thing I went through in my whole entire life was stopping basketball.
Yeah, that's
so
a big
that
one.
was like,
Oh,
that was probably the biggest pivotal moment in my life. Was first grade until sophomore year of college.
Yeah.
24/7 basketball.
That
Like
was your
that's
life.
all I did. All my friends were through basketball. Everybody knew me as a basketball player. Like
Yeah.
I didn't really have much of an identity outside of myself as a basketball player. So after a series of unfortunate events in college, basically working as hard as I could to get like a certain spot, just not working out the way that I envisioned it. I decided to step away from that and pursue like other things. But the fact that I stepped away from that, like when you're a college athlete, literally 85% of your time is like getting extra shots at the gym, going to the like weight
Right.
room and doing all that. So then I had all this 85% of my time back.
Oh.
And I'm like, what am I supposed to do now?
Yeah.
So during that time, like it was a pretty tough time just to, find who I am outside of a basketball player. And I tried a bunch, like I was coaching basketball, but like that was cool, paid my rent, but like I wasn't that passionate about it. Like it was cool. And I'm good with kids and whatever, but I didn't want to take that. I don't want to go be a college basketball coach or NBA basketball coach one day. Like I just wanted to figure myself out. So that's why, like, once I graduated college and started that finance job, I would say, like, even, like, outside of work, if I'm not hanging with my friends, I'm trying to figure out other ways to make money. Because I'm like, I don't want to do this finance job forever.
No.
That's, like, taking the train every single day, working a 9 to 5, punching in the clock. Like, that's, so you see people on social media always doing it up, living these extravagant lifestyles, going on these crazy trips, hanging with these crazy people and whatever. And you can't help but compare yourself. And you're like, yo, like, what makes me different than these people? Why am I sitting in an office while they're all making bajillion dollars online?
Literally.
Or right. Are you saying like people you know of, or just people like influencers or famous people?
Like people I know. I don't know a lot of people doing it big right now, other than people I've met in the industry.
Yeah.
But you just, like, that's all you see. You're on your phone.
Yeah.
There 6 hours a day.
And it's like for shit that's like, what are they famous for, low key? It's like,
it's like once you know it's possible to get there, it's like you just want to.
Anyone.
And you're gonna work to get there.
Yep.
Because it sometimes just happens so simply to people.
Like literally overnight.
Yeah, and it's never, like, lately with the way social media is, you don't have to get famous over something crazy at all, or just successful. Like, you could say Hawk Twa and be fucking have a reality.
I was
Don't get me started
just
on
about
that,
to say
bro.
that. I was just about to say the
But
Hawk Twa girl.
No,
she was just on fucking Jake Paul's fucking
Dude, I went to Nashville.
podcast.
No, she's
Excuse
on,
me, what?
She's on concerts. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, with the way social media is built up nowadays, the simplest things can get you in the craziest places. And
Yeah, but it's
true.
like, what do you want to be known for?
Right.
Right.
And
Like,
she's known for that.
for Hawk Tour on that thing.
Oh, that thing.
Like,
But you
what
know
are we,
that
like,
like she didn't go into that thinking that she was gonna get that famous from just saying that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But you
it, like,
also gotta be
opened the
careful
door.
about what you say,
that's
because
what
now
I'm
look.
saying. No matter what nowadays, like the smallest things can get you blowing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's shit like this that we're taking our sweet ass time with, and it's not even.
No.
Just joking. We're gonna have our moment, but
Well, it is about that grind, though.
yeah,
Just
Yeah.
you gotta keep
consistency.
That's really what it is consistency.
100%. Anything.
Yeah.
Anything is consistency.
Because everybody's on a different, like,
Yeah.
I feel like one thing that my college basketball coach did tell us, and I'm not, that's my favorite person in the world, but he said a lot of really smart stuff. And he said, two people can reach the same goal on two totally different paths. So, like, you guys could have one podcast one day, just blow up, and that's it. Or you could be doing this for 5 years, and then
one day you blow up.
Or it could
It's
be a
so
gradual,
Gradual.
get better,
Yeah.
more. So it's like, you just got to stay true to yourself and keep doing that.
Because almost every famous person that we know of that's extremely successful got successful like later in their life.
Yeah.
Literally.
Almost all of them.
Yeah, like doing it for mad long and just.
I think it's the new age now that we're seeing like these super young people get famous. I don't even know if I would want to be famous that young.
Yeah, or the way that they're famous.
Yeah,
Right.
I wouldn't want that. Like, at least mature a little bit and get to that point. It's true. Every what Jeff Bezos? I can't think of anyone right now.
Jeff Bezos was like 35.
Yeah.
I don't even want to. I don't want to be famous. I don't want parts of that.
No. Exactly. Like I want to. I don't know. It's a tough line. It's like I've always worded it like this.
Lonnie wants to be famous.
Okay. I've always worded it like I want to be I want to be well known and well respected. That's how I word it. Like I don't know. With fame, it's like misery a lot of the time.
Yeah, you live under a microscope.
Yeah. And that's not like it's so miserable.
You can't take a break from that.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you're fucking looked at left, right, diagonal, back and forth all the time. You
could be out in public, look at someone for a second, and
they're like,
analyze the shit out of it.
Look. Sorry.
What?
AI. I don't even.
Oh, that's fucking scary.
That's a whole different conversation.
Whole different.
Oh my God.
But anyway, that's like my worst fear. Like TBH is fucking someone AIing something like fucking completely out of this world, and it's like,
well, at least
so real.
People can tell it's AI now. Like you could tell. There are like deep fakes. Deep fakes are fucked up.
What are
deep fakes? Are like when it's a video that already exists. It's a real video, but they put your face on it, and it looks so real. AI and deep fakes are.
It's only gonna get worse.
Yeah. All right. Let's stop being dystopian now.
Yeah. Sorry, I just sparked that by accident.
Nah.
What the fuck were we talking about? We always do this shit.
No, we're just talking about like.
You don't want to be famous.
No,
famous.
I want a brand bigger than who I am. That's what I want.
Okay.
That's very.
Which is what you're working on.
Exactly.
I feel like that's the most respectful thing that you could do, or the one of the best things in life that you could do is create something way bigger than yourself.
Right.
So
that
that
can live
caters
on.
to other
that's
people.
So real. Yep.
True.
I agree.
It's like, what value do you bring?
So what's your brand right now that you want to blow up?
Because you're
We Heart RnB.
Yep.
We Heart RnB, baby.
We Heart RnB. I'm so I don't think I've been passionate about anything as much as I'm passionate about this. Just off the strength that, I grew up on R&B. I feel like a lot of people did. Like, if you have parents of any culture at all, it's like that's the good music. That's the stuff that it's about all different kinds of things. It's about love. It's about breaking up. It's about like sex. Whatever it's about, it's like still a wholesome kind of genre.
Yeah.
What it was birthed from was a lot of people. The feedback that I get when people talk about Connecticut nightlife, either it's too frat, rave, pump up the air, or it's too hood. And it's like, where's that balance? Like, where can you find, a mix of all different types of people from all different types of races, all different types of ages, and all just singing their heart out to some things. So, like, my thing is, when I DJ and damn near all my sets, like, since I started, one of my signature things has always been, like, the last, few songs or it matters where I am, but sometimes the last hour is straight R&B music, and it's straight people singing their heart out. Like, it's people singing to their significant other in the club, or the person that they just met that night.
Yeah.
As they're trying to serenade. Like, regardless, like, it's wholesome. There's never no drama associated with that. And I'm like, I don't like the drama aspects of nightlife. That's what I wanted to, because like my thing is, I'm not trying to DJ forever. I'm not trying to be, and no shade to anybody that's doing this, but I'm not trying to be 35 in the club DJing with college kids all the time.
Yeah, it's a
right?
lot.
Like it's a lot, and you know what? For certain people, that's how you make your money, and I totally respect that 100%. I'm saying for me personally, that's not what I want. I'd rather create some kind of a brand that I could build up to the point I could almost be in the passenger seat, or be in the driver's seat, and have a team around me that's really
running
pushing
that.
A team is always the goal.
Exactly,
like, that is the goal.
So I'm ironing stuff out right now. Like we just launched our first event, August 9th.
Yep, August 9th.
Little
August
plug.
9th?
August 9th.
Yep.
We're doing
Where
it at
is
Noah.
No.
I swear we're doing it at Noah. Things come full circle.
Are you going to go?
I what day does it fall on? Like a
Friday.
It's a Friday. It's 2 Fridays from now.
Probably could go.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
We should go.
I'm down.
It's a
I'll
vibe.
be
We
there.
already sold a little over 50 tickets, which is crazy. Three weeks ahead of the event. Like, people
That's
don't
good.
buy tickets in New Haven for some reason.
What do you
Other than the
mean?
bar crawls, they're not buying the tickets ahead of time. They're
They're buying it
at the door.
at the door. Yeah,
They're paying at the door.
True.
But it's so big to buy the tickets online
Yeah.
Because that's how we gain the data of your like email or whatever, and we could send it out like when we're
Right.
doing future events or whatever.
Like
Yeah,
market
I get
yourself
those
kind of in
emails.
the
It's the
emails.
whole promotion is
push.
so intricate, it's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
what.
But yeah, we're already doing like very well, and I've gotten so much positive feedback about it. I think like to sum it up, I put on my story, I don't know if you guys saw, on my close friends, I go, what is more fulfilling in life, being single or being in a relationship?
Oh, I saw.
I
that.
said being in a relationship.
Me
You
too.
said being,
Me
and
too.
so did you.
Yeah.
But being single won.
Okay.
Okay.
It was like a 53-47 split, and I'm like,
Damn.
it just shows where people are now in days. They're like so far gone. They automatically assume a relationship is all the drama that comes with it. They don't assume the benefits of.
having a
It's-
other half kind of
But
like
being like, okay, this is a whole debate, but like being single, yeah, you're free to do what you want, but it's not fulfilling at the end of the day.
That's
it's
why
not
I use
fulfilling.
the word fulfilling,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm not saying what is better. Like, what do you like better? Where
Right.
do you feel more
Fulfilling.
comfortable?
like what's the pros and the cons?
like you're
It's more
supposed
like
to.
Well,
And I'm not trying to sound like this, like Drake, like a crazy lover boy or whatever. But
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, if you have somebody that's feeding into your life instead of the
sucking it out of
toxic,
you.
the toxic
Right.
relationships, which we see nonstop.
nonstop.
Yeah, it's sad, but it's so
Nonstop.
common. It's so common nowadays.
It's more common than
You know, like I get why someone would say single, like if they were just cheated on or something. Like people.
Well, that's
are
what a lot
going
of people
through
said
it.
when they
People are
replied.
going through it
Yeah,
nowadays.
it's
You
people
know?
that were cheated on. It's people that were like not even physically, like emotionally cheated on
Yeah.
or whatever.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, anything.
people that are doing their little whole phase or are getting stuff out their system while they iron things out. But like, maybe they didn't pay attention to
not
the question,
fulfilling.
but it's not
Not
fulfilling.
fulfilling
No,
at all.
it's not at all.
It gets so old.
Mhm.
I'm happy to retire those days.
Gino's the boy.
Gino, shout out Gino. He always says I don't bring him up. Well, we just brought him
Oh,
up.
I'm gonna bring
so-
him
Gino!
up. I'm gonna bring up Gino. That's
What
for sure.
up?
Hey, we love you. We love you.
You're the
But then
shit.
going
Healthiest
back on what you
relationship ever.
said, and I'm not trying to negate what you said,
What?
but you're like finding your other half. Listen,
I could. All
let me school you real quick.
right, fine, and I'll go. Okay, go.
I heard this in church actually. So I think it was Stephen Furtick. He said it's not about finding your other half. It's about being your whole self by
Yeah.
yourself,
Mm-hmm.
then getting a whole nother
Okay. I
whole
like that.
person.
Yeah.
You know, not somebody who's looking to fill
Adding
the
to
voids,
you, adding
not somebody
to you.
looking to fill in,
Right.
you know, insecurities or like need validation or whatever. It's about your whole self, the other
like
person's whole
that.
self, and then build up from
When
there.
I say like other half, I mean just like your best friend.
No,
Like that's
exactly.
what I mean
Yeah.
by that.
Yeah, I know,
Like,
and I'm not trying to.
oh, I
be
know. I'm
meticulous.
just elaborating, but I think what you just said is absolutely the most perfect way to explain it. It's like you gotta like know yourself, love yourself 100% to attract that other.
Yeah.
I love myself.
Exactly.
He knows who he is. She knows who she is
Exactly.
100%, and then like that's where it becomes like a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
You won't ever
And
have to
that's-
question anything.
Yeah,
and that's
never
something that my
question.
dad always said. He's like, because you know, like I've not always been the most straight arrow.
Yeah.
We know this, right? But my dad has always said, like, are you being the person that the person you want is gonna be attracted to? I'm like, hell no.
Right.
I'm like, it's time to change my ways.
Right. I
Mhm.
mean, everyone ebbs and flows when you're young. Like, you're not going to be perfect. You know, you're going to have phases. Like, that's how everyone learns. That's how you experience life.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess now that we're like mid-20s.
True.
Which I'm not saying I'm trying to get cuffed right now.
No,
don't get
I
me.
know, I know.
Don't get that misconstrued.
Genetically.
I'm trying. I can't see
We always
myself. I don't know if I
think
look sexy on camera or not.
Oh, you're good.
Fine, you look like a
Great.
hip-hop
Great.
Sexy on camera.
icon.
All right, but I
Alright.
don't want to have to grab. I don't have to grab the glasses.
I have a funny question for you. It's not that funny, but I don't know how
Let's
you're
get a
going to
clip.
react.
It might be funny.
I don't
Let's
know.
see.
Clip.
I don't know how you're going to react to this. Would you ever continue making music?
Hell
Why'd
no.
you stop?
Oh wait.
Hell no.
Right.
Like, why
You-
did you stop?
You had
Hell
a
no.
whole older side
I was
before.
in his music video.
That's not me.
Why?
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. All right.
You were
There's a couple
good though.
reasons. Thank you.
You were good.
And some people
Yeah,
did.
it wasn't
but
bad.
I'm not saying it was bad. There's a couple reasons why, right? First of all,
He goes, "That's
it's
not
the
me."
image. It's the image.
Yeah.
First of all, like
yeah.
being and no shade to my local like music makers or artists or whatever. But if you know, I'm a light skinned kid from Fairfield, Connecticut. right? I'm not about nothing. I don't want no smoke with nobody. I don't want to talk about no drama or any of that, right? I'm not rich. I can't talk about the jewelry and the fancy
They
cars.
don't
and
fake it anyway.
But I'm not here to fake. I want to be authentic.
All
So
right,
that's
yeah.
part of it.
That's
I want to
it.
be authentic. Another part of it, rapping was taking money out of my pocket, paying for studio time, paying for
So true.
like I made a little bit here and there, like off streams or whatever, but like nothing that's not
Yeah.
DJ money
Right.
for sure.
Right.
The other thing is the industry sucks. It's like there's nothing but demonic here and girls shaking here.
I was
and
gonna say.
it's just like the image that you have to uphold to be part of that. It's just not who I am, and because of that, I'm
Valid.
like, let's put the
Valid.
jersey on the wall. Let's hang it up.
All right.
Good for you. Rapping and all that shit comes with like an overall image that like someone might not actually be, but like that's what immediately most people are like, oh, he's a rapper. Oh, he's probably this, probably that, and like.
I get that as a DJ too, though.
Yeah.
I always get, oh, you're a DJ, you're a hoe. Oh, you're a DJ.
True.
You always got girls around you. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, but that's
One
not.
thing about me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna even lie, and y'all probably not gonna believe me, but it turns me off so much. The girls that come up to me because I'm the DJ.
I feel that. I know. I
That's like the
understand
worst
that.
thing.
I mean, I'm not hating.
It's like
Sorry.
the worst because it's like, first of all, you're drunk out of your mind. Your breath smells like tequila. Like
The girls you're saying?
Yes.
No, I know.
And I'm like,
I
bro,
know.
like, there's nothing attractive about this interaction right here at all.
Yeah.
Right? There's nothing fulfilling about this.
It's just
I'm not
for
saying
fun.
that everybody's looking for a fulfilling like
No.
time in the club or whatever, but it's like you're coming up to me because I'm the DJ. If I was just down there
Right.
Right.
trying to dance on you, you'd be like,
Yeah. Who the hell?
what are you doing here?
Nah, it's true.
So it's like,
true.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good.
That's good. That's really good though. Like, I don't know. I feel like some
I was gonna
other
say,
ones like
exactly.
love that. You know.
I was gonna say.
But part of that comes from, and I don't want this to sound any kind of cocky way. I don't even know if I'm speaking to the mic. Part of that comes from not having that attention beforehand.
Right.
And then you become a DJ and boom, right?
Yeah.
Me, and I'm not trying to sound cocky.
He's like, I already had that.
I was a college athlete. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
similar kind of, like,
attention.
I don't want to use the word "or" because that word is so freaking viral right now. But it's that
No,
it
it
really
is.
is a certain kind of "or" that you have when you're like in a different position than just,
No,
the
it's true.
average person walking down and
Right.
what,
It's
like
true.
It's like a status kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
by
yeah.
having that title,
Yep.
it's just like
Yep.
fingertips.
Yep.
Yep. He goes, yep.
So now that you said that, when you do want to get in a relationship, do you think that you're gonna tone down the DJing out of respect? Like, what do you see that as?
It's a good question because I get conflicted about this. For the first thing, I'm trying to create this We Heart RnB thing so I don't even have to be DJing like that. And if I create that, it's literally a
Okay,
wholesome
yeah.
thing. I got no problem bringing my girl every single time that
Right.
Oh, that's nice.
I throw one of those, right?
Yeah.
It's like the perfect kind of date night.
Yeah.
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 Otherwise, I feel like I don't know if I'd as much. It would be a conversation because I'm not gonna get in a relationship with nobody that doesn't trust me.
Right.
But I
Yeah.
get it's part of putting yourself in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I would always invite her to come with me. Like I don't have shame in that. I don't have shame in wiping out anybody that's in the DJ booth and kicking them out and like
Just being like
just
you
just
and
have
her
my boys and my
and
girl,
your-
like
yeah,
a couple
yeah.
people I know, whatever. Like that would just have to be a conversation. People are different. People have different expectations.
Yeah.
But
100%.
at the end of the day, I can't be with somebody that doesn't trust me, like through and
it's
through.
big. It's
I was
You know what I
gonna
mean?
say that it's like if you like didn't want to tone it down, like I feel like the right person maybe like wouldn't even ask you to if they knew that like that's like what you're doing right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I also, as I said before, I don't want to be
Doing that for a long
Right.
time. I
No,
know,
and
but I'm
even
saying
if I am like DJing longer than I expect to, I would assume that I'm gonna be more in the wedding space and
Right.
maybe even
Yeah.
like the concert space because like that's another thing. I might be DJing French Montana's concert August 1st, which is like in 2 weeks.
no, that's next
Where
week.
So
is
it's
that?
like I might be. It's kind of crazy to still
Is that
say
in New
right now.
Where
Haven?
is that?
It's in Wallingford at Oakdale Theater.
Oh, we love Oakdale. I mean,
So it's like I like the concert stuff. Like you're not exposed to all that craziness. Of,
Right.
Like nobody really has access to you. You're on stage and
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
feeding the crowd.
right.
So I'd like to do the big events or like private events.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna be just at your local bar
Right.
when I'm 35 years old.
No.
Right. No.
Or even like I told myself 30. I'm only 25 right now.
Yeah, that's a bunch of years under your belt by then.
And I've been doing this for, it'll be 2 years next year. I mean next month.
Mm-hmm.
And it's already like I love it, and I'm very grateful for the position I'm in, and I'm very grateful that I'm able to put other people in good positions, which we haven't even talked about yet. But it's not a lifestyle to live forever. Like right now I'm run down because I was DJing until 2 something in the morning on Friday, and then Saturday.
It
same
takes
thing.
days to recover, but
yeah, we're getting to that age where it's not a 1 day recovery.
And that's honestly
that's why my voice sounds crazy.
I know. It really does fucking catch up to you.
So where do you see yourself when you're 30 years old?
So
5 years from now.
5 years from now, I don't know if I want to give the sauce of what my plans are with We Heart RnB, but like just basically that on a huge scale. Like just imagine a huge scale like that. But then at my corporate job, I'm definitely going to still be there in 5 years. I'm not going to be a millionaire in 5 years. I accepted that reality unless something crazy happens.
You never know.
So
Never know.
like at that job, I'm pretty good at it. I'm good at Excel. I'm good at talking to people. I'm good at being a corporate person. And I'm a senior financial analyst that reports straight to a senior director. So like I could go manager, senior manager, director, like all under her.
Yep.
So I'm expecting to be at least a manager at that point.
Yeah.
Maybe senior manager.
Yeah.
Should be. Definitely.
I mean, yeah.
And I see myself committed.
Do you see yourself married? I was gonna say.
Committed for sure.
Okay.
Married, at least engaged. I would say engaged for
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
Cool. That's good.
That's a good goal.
At 30,
Yeah.
that's 5. Yeah,
Yeah.
for
For a
sure.
guy, that's a
I think
great-
for sure, probably married.
That's a great answer for a guy.
Why?
Guys
Agreed.
nowadays are like, oh, 35, 40.
40, I don't care.
Yeah,
Like,
and I know
whatever.
everybody says this, but like I don't want to be. And no shade to anybody that got it. I don't want to get canceled on my first podcast. But like, I don't want to be
First
40 years
podcast.
old and I got my first kid, and I'm 60 when they're 20, and like
Yeah, that's
I'm
my
not gonna
dad,
meet
but
their
yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, but we don't know that. So
You
it's
don't
like,
wanna
I don't want to be like an old dad.
An old dad.
No,
I want to be
Which-
tuned in. I want to be the cool dad. Like
30
my dad.
35 is a good age to have kids, though.
Yeah.
My parents were 25 when they had me, which was stupid young. They were
Damn.
22 when they got married, but different times. Not
Same
that
as-
different
same
times.
as my parents.
But like different times, and I couldn't imagine being,
I thought
can
I
move
was
on.
going to be fucking married like right now. So
But how old were you when you thought that?
younger, but like
Yeah.
I was just ignorant little girl. Like my little princess dreams have not happened yet, but
Yeah,
they're
I mean,
coming.
when I was like 10, I was thinking 25 is married, 3
I
kids,
know,
Right.
mansion.
right.
Like,
Yeah.
that sounds old.
Yeah.
Now I'm 25, and it's
does.
like,
I know.
I
you're
know.
figuring it out.
These
man.
are the
Like,
years,
relax.
man.
Yeah.
Wait, I want to ask you a question. I'm moving on from this though.
Yeah.
So you said we haven't talked about like the position that you're grateful for to only not bring yourself up, but
Other
people in your life up.
Not people in my life. It's more people looking to get into the DJ market. So like I've partnered up with different promoters, and they've given me the blessing of being able to like staff the DJs at certain venues. So like last semester I was doing everything at Noah and everything at Secrets. I was staffing everybody. Now I'm staffing everybody at the Roxy in Danbury. So people were always reaching out looking for an opportunity to get in, or sometimes they weren't even reaching out, and I was more reaching out to them like, yo, would you want to open for this DJ? I think it would be a good opportunity for you to meet him and see if he could, put you in another situation or whatever. It's like there's so much opportunity that you don't have to gatekeep stuff. Like it pisses me off when people gatekeep stuff, because like people gatekept stuff for me, not too much, but once I started rising pretty fast, doors started shutting for me. Because people don't want you to get bigger than them.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It's common with everything.
Yeah, everything.
But that's business. So then that's why I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? I'm gonna partner up with certain other people, and I'm gonna make, I'm gonna get in where I fit in, kind of thing. Like I was doing what I do for my real job, like finance and like planning and all that and budgeting. I was doing that for some of the promoters.
Oh wow.
Like creating literal Excel files and the P&L for how much they were making or losing on a week over week basis. Like it's just getting in where you fit in, where you bring value to people.
Yeah.
And if you bring value to people,
they'll return.
Yeah.
Or
like,
not always,
not
but
always.
At least you put yourself in the opportunity where they could respect you enough to be like, you know what, like Marcel's a good look.
Yeah.
Like people have to realize other people's success doesn't take away from your success.
Exactly.
And not everyone lives by that at all.
Which, like, I'm not gonna lie, there is some friendly competition in DJing because you can't have 3 DJs on every single night at every single spot.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like there's enough opportunity to get everybody involved somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, and then you give people the opportunity to promote themselves, get content for them. Like that's one thing that a lot of DJs don't do around here is they don't like really do content for themselves. You know who's really good at that is Donnie. Donnie always has videos and always has stuff from, you know, his events, and it always looks lit, and that's why he gets so many people to go to. Like he's one of the only DJ promoters that are in this area,
right?
And like kudos to him for that.
Yeah,
like me and him, we don't even speak on a personal level, but like that's another thing as I study the market and I see who's doing what. But if you're not promoting yourself, you're not putting yourself in a position for people to be like, oh, who's this? I see that he gets it lit here. I want him to play at my spot or whatever.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's business 101. It's still business.
It's
That's
business.
what I like about it. Is it's creative.
Right.
And I go as far as I dedicate myself to it.
That's amazing.
Good.
It's a very serious podcast.
Yeah,
we try to get deep. We try to get deep. Sorry,
we could get deep too.
I am a deep ass person.
Like
I'm like I can keep talking.
When I'm talking to Marcel, we're always just cracking up. So let's get a little lighthearted.
Well, y'all are not used to this shit.
Is not normal. This is not normal.
Funniest DJ story that you have.
So, what's like
funniest or craziest
or funniest
or
story?
like just like something that like you were like, what the actual F?
We know that
life is just
crazy
24/7
every single time.
Yeah. I know, but there has to be like one specific thing that you were like, whoa.
A few.
All right, I'm gonna say this.
I need to know.
I'm not gonna drop names, but there's this girl that I'm friends with. I was DJing at Rumage before they used the stage as the DJ booth. The DJ booth was all the way upstairs, like in the cut, but you could oversee the whole club, right? So she goes, I'm gonna pull up tonight, right? Like my boyfriend's tripping, whatever. Like I'm gonna pull up, but not on some like, not to be with me kind of thing, but just like because we're friendly and she just wanted to escape the drama with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
So I guess he told her he was gonna be somewhere. Yo, we're up top. She, mind you, I went down to grab like a drink for like me, her, and my friend George.
Yeah.
And I come up with 3 drinks in my hands, bro. As I walk into the DJ booth, she literally pushes me. All the drinks spill. She pushes me and runs downstairs. So I'm like, what's going on? Yo, her boyfriend was grinding. Her boyfriend was grinding on the girl downstairs. She goes down there. I've never seen a girl whoop a guy as bad as she whooped him. I swear, bro, she whooped him. And not only did she whoop him, she wouldn't stop to the point where
like
security had
physically hitting him?
Bro, whooping his ass. Like literally whooping him. And bro, it took 3 of the big security guards to drag her out of there.
Bro.
Like, that's not that crazy compared to everything else I've seen, but that's just a crazy story.
That's a crazy ass story.
There's always just crazy stuff going on.
I can't imagine.
Especially because people drink, and drinking leads to nothing good most times when fucking shit is going on in your head. Yeah. Like, you know?
Like, there was somebody on the, you know how Crown Street Garage is like across from all the clubs?
Yeah.
Somebody threw a bottle off the thing and it hit somebody on the head.
No.
That's horrible.
No.
There's always fights after the club. You always see police like picking people up. People are like laughing while they're getting arrested. I'm like, you don't care about your life?
Literally.
One time we went there for your birthday, it was a gun pulled out.
Oh yeah, the white kid.
Excuse me?
Bro, he was by himself. Like, there was nobody. He wasn't pulling a gun on anybody. He pulled out a gun and there was a cop literally right behind him, and the cop's like, really,
bro, give me that shit right now.
Yeah, like,
don't be dumb.
Oh, I have funny stories from New Haven though, like on the streets, like these people.
Me too.
Like one
it's a
time,
wild place.
I used to fucking live in New Haven. I haven't set foot in there in probably 6 months.
Yo, I need like a sauna, an ice bath, a masseuse, and a chiropractor right now.
Yeah.
I feel like,
you know, like where it always is the craziest is at Insomnia Cookies.
I never go there.
Without fail.
Me neither.
There's always a crazy story I have whenever I go there at 2 a.m. But I always will go there at 2 a.m.
Because it smacks.
Because I have to.
Yeah, that
I
definitely
have
smacks.
to. But literally, freaking like a guy had no shirt on, pants on, nothing on his feet. He's walking around. He comes up to me and Gino. We're in line at Insomnia Cookies. He's like, I don't want money. I don't want anything. I just want socks.
Should have given me your socks.
And just like and then there's so many stories I could say, but anyway, what is something that people may not know about you?
Ooh,
That's a good question because I'm an open book. I'm
right?
not that.
But people might look at
private.
your social media and think like you're this DJ guy, whatever. Like, what do they not
Everybody
know?
thinks I'm a full-time DJ for some reason, and that.
Well, no,
is,
you know what I
crazy.
mean. But like, what do they not know about you? Like the way that we are doing this podcast, we're unleashing like stories that people don't know about us. Now that you're on a podcast, what do you want to tell the people that they don't know about you? Off the surface, from the surface, like what do they know deeper?
yeah. Or like, what's like a misconception about you, maybe that like not clear up, but like elaborate on or whatever.
Damn, I'm gonna struggle with this question.
That's okay. We sit and think for like a good 4 minutes the last podcast.
Yeah.
We were like, what about like
I feel like.
you're a Christian?
Well, yeah. People definitely don't know that.
You're a
I'm
Christian?
a Christian, born and raised. Always, my parents have always imparted that in me, like very, very heavily. And it's gotten my family through a lot of really, really, really dark times. But yeah, I can't. I feel like there's no way I would be where I am today without my parents raising me the way that they did.
Yeah.
Like that's 100% a fact. I know that they're gonna love that I said that. But
shout out.
they've made me such a multifaceted person and so versatile, and that's why I'm able to do stuff like, even in terms of DJ, you know, an elementary school party, and then go DJ a 60-year-old birthday disco party, and then DJ a hood party in the club, and then DJ a frat party. Like, it's all about, you know, being adaptable to all different kinds of situations, and being able to talk to anybody, like being able to talk, like, you know, I've came across certain celebrities before, and I talk to them like a normal person. They want to be talked to as a normal person.
Yeah,
Right.
And,
you have to.
you know, I've talked to homeless people and talked to them like a normal person, and not look down on somebody because of the situation that they're in. You don't know what gets people there.
Everybody's
So I
human.
feel like a big part of that is just how I was raised, and, you know, like my mom is, you know, just most overly over the top, as much as you possibly probably
Christian.
could be. Not Christian,
Or
just
just person.
Yeah.
overall. Like, she will, you know, like if I'm to have a conversation with her, a lot of the times it ends up being a lecture, and it's never shorter than an hour and a half. And she has everything to say. And maybe she's making one point, but she'll say the same point in, you know, 40 different ways. So that
She'll do
it's
the same.
instilled.
It's instilled in your
It's
brain. And you're
instilled.
like, all right, if I think
Yeah.
about this way, but what with this? Nope.
It's like with anyone though. Like if we need advice from her, she'll be there.
Yeah, that's the one thing about her is anybody, all of her friends, people that
Everybody.
aren't even her friends, they go to her. Like everybody goes to her, and I feel like that's a big point of life, is to just be that kind of person that
Right.
you know anybody could go to in the worst of times or the best of times,
Yeah.
and they want to be celebrated with.
Yeah.
Good.
I like that.
But yeah, be a good person.
Yeah.
You saw that.
There
You
you go.
saw that group, that Christian group, Elevation. Is that their name?
Elevation worship,
Yep. How was that?
amazing.
I wanted to go so
See,
bad.
if you want to talk about fulfilling stuff, and that's like another thing I could even talk about, is first of all, everybody's in that building with pure intentions, right? When you're going to the club, your intentions are not pure. Your intentions are to get blasted off the wall, try to find a new girl or guy, try to, you know, do some crazy thing, get it on camera, and have something to laugh about the next day, right? Something like going to a gospel, like Christian, but it's still good music. Like it's
Yeah.
like fun music, like high energy
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Everybody's there for one reason, and that's to praise God, and it's to fulfill themselves and really whatever. So like I was at a point in college where it was after I quit the team. No, it might have been before I quit the team, and I'm living this fast life, you know, like partying on the weekend,
Yeah.
talking to a whole bunch of different people, like doing all this extra stuff. And I'm like, you know what? Like something's still missing. Like there's something weird. There's like something off. And then me and my buddy Travis joined this group called Athletes InterVarsity, which is like a group of all of the athletes that believe in God, and you just get together on it was like a Thursday night or something for 30 minutes. And, you know, like pick like a verse, like it was instructed by somebody, like pick a verse and then like just talk it out. And when I started going to that, I was like, you know, this was missing. Like this, it's actually fulfilling. Like there's a deeper meaning of life than just living that fast life and just,
Yeah, you got to recognize spirituality in life and
I'm with you on that, dude.
Time to it.
God is amazing. That's all I'm going to say.
God is good.
God is so good, dude. It actually, like, I cry all the time, actually.
Like, once you feel the enlightenment, or maybe, you know,
the connection.
Just enlightenment. I guess that's the best word to use. Like, there are moments where, like, you feel like you're floating. Like, I've reached that point before. Have you felt like that?
I feel that way in
I don't
church.
know about floating.
Like,
I've
when I'm like,
for sure.
when I'm like worshiping, dude.
Like, you feel so light.
Yeah, like you feel on top of
Feather.
the world. You feel like you're doing something bigger than yourself, and that's what it all comes back to.
Yeah,
is life is bigger than you, and people that got their head up their ass don't understand.
Don't get it.
And that's where a lot of the drama comes from.
Sorry.
Yeah, they do. Like, don't get God.
Y'all need Jesus. Listen here. Sorry. Sorry.
No, yeah, it's true. It's such
I'm a pastor
crazy
today.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm here for it.
It's my sermon.
I'm so here for it.
No,
I'm so here.
It's a crazy feeling. But
like
let's
that
ask one more question, and then
like that one.
we'll ask one more question, and then we'll conclude. What do you think are the rules when it comes to having a best friend of the opposite sex? And I ask you this because we basically are best friends of the opposite sex since day one. And, you know, people see it that way, and you have a best friend of the opposite. Like, everybody does that we're surrounded with. So what do you think?
So, me personally, I'm so, like, and I know this sounds so, like, whatever, but I'm so nonchalant when it comes to, like, my girl having friends that are guys.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a trust thing. It's like.
Yeah. So not to bring up my ex, but my ex had a whole lot of guy friends, and never once am I like, yo, where you at? Who you with? Why you with him? Like, why? Like that's not healthy in a relationship.
Nope.
Like, I get people have bad intentions, right? But it is on, like, my girl. I'm not gonna date somebody who I don't think is strong-willed and strong enough to be like, no, I'm not interested in that. And if the guy does come at her in a certain way, then it's like, yeah, you're off him. Like, that's it. Like, if we know his intentions are that, why are you friends with him in the first place? That's your choice.
The truth always.
But somebody like me and you, we've been friends since kindergarten.
Yeah.
We've never made a move on each other.
No,
never would. You know what I mean? So it's like, like, Gino knows my intentions are pure.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there's nothing like that. And I feel like having a girl best friend or having a guy best friend, like a friend of the opposite sex, is actually a very important part of life. Like, because you never want to just only surround yourself with the same kind of person.
Right.
You'll get that
How do you become versatile? How do you learn the other side of things? How do you know, like, when your girl's having it? Like, you shouldn't just be going to your friend whenever you and your girl have an issue, but, like, you should be able to talk with your girl. Like, if I was having an issue with my girl, I would respect Sophia's opinion a little bit more than someone like JJ, just because she understands probably a little bit more what the girl's going through.
No, that's so true. Like, when I would go through shit, like, I would talk to, like, a certain guy best friend, and, like, with guys, when I had trouble, like, he would always be there for me. And I got that perspective. Like, I need to ask him questions like, oh, if this guy is saying this to me, like, what does that mean? Like, I'm not, like, a girl is not going to know that.
Right.
And then
So,
the other thing I would say, though, at least in my cases, I'm not stupid, right? So, like, I could tell when a guy is trying to pursue, even if he's trying to create the illusion to you that he's not trying to tap. You could tell. There's telltale signs. So it's like, and I'm very good at reading people, and I'm respecting who you are, right? As a person, I expect if I've gotten to the point where I'm confident in being with you and calling you like my person, that you're gonna act right.
Yeah.
Period.
Like
it's
I said,
not rocket science.
The truth always comes to light. Like, you're gonna know if there's some you know by vibes, by feelings, like if something's shady.
Yeah. And jealousy is so toxic, and it creates more problems. It causes somebody to be a little bit more sneaky and maybe hide the truth from certain things because they don't want them to find out.
If you're like pressed over something that's non-existent, it makes you think of that situation like they're trying to tell you it is. You get what I'm trying to say? Like it's almost like convincing you, and it's like, no, it was never like that. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it takes.
Yeah.
I think it takes a level of confidence in yourself,
100%.
and that goes back to what I was saying before about you need to be your own whole person.
Yep.
And they need to be their own whole person, and then you guys can join to make a power couple.
Exactly.
Instead of somebody just riding the coattails of the other person.
Yeah.
Or trying to fill in little voids or looking at them to boost their insecurities or stuff like that. That's where all the trouble comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Entirely. Well, good talks, huh?
Good talks.
Yeah, I hope my voice didn't sound too crazy and all that.
No,
we're
both.
No, you're
we're
good.
Both losing I have a high pitched voice right now because of my bronchitis, but
My bronchitis, ain't nobody got time
keep
for
losing
that.
my voice in the club.
DJ
one
Cel.
more shameless plug.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
go.
let's go.
Let's plug it up right
We
now.
Yo,
Heart
I'm
RnB.
not gonna lie. August 9th, make sure you're there.
Yeah.
The best vibes you'll probably ever have in a club experience. I'm trying to tell you, like, I do this.
He do this shit.
I
We
got
trust
me and my boy that I trust 100%, DJ Breezy. We're going to bring the best vibes ever. We're going to have you guys, singing along with a significant somebody or crying in the club by yourself in the corner, whatever it takes for you to feel all those emotions.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do.
Hell yeah.
Coming at you live.
Come out.
If
August
y'all-
9th.
And if y'all want to meet us,
Oh yeah, if you want me,
come out here.
It's not really a We Heart R&B event. It's a meet and greet for the Sassy and Cassie podcast. That's what we're doing. Meet and greet at Noah 8-9, 10 p.m. Tickets are online.
Meet
and greet. First
Tickets
meet
are
and greet.
online on Eventbrite.
That's funny.
I was gonna say, we're using Eventbrite.
It's on
That's
Eventbrite.
lit.
It's in both my personal Instagram bio and the We Heart R&B account bio. Well, actually, we should put the
plug
link.
it.
Oh yeah, we'll
Yeah.
link it in the
Don't worry.
bottom, 100%.
Yeah.
Put the link in the description.
Absolutely.
See, I watch
In the
enough YouTube
description.
videos.
Link in the description,
Yep,
y'all.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what we on.
All right, so
All right.
Any
Thanks for
last
coming
words?
on.
Yeah,
any
dog.
last words?
Good
Let's
talk.
see it.
All right, it was good.
All
It was
right.
a good pod.
Well,
Thank you
if
for
you guys
coming.
made it this far, hopefully you did, because this was a really good podcast. Talked about a lot of shit. We love you, and thank you for coming on
Thank
to
you for
episode
coming.
6.
Woo! DJ
Out.
Cel.